Yes, people, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my 31-day challenge where I speak in front of the camera every single day to get better and more confident. Welcome back to day 17. We're literally on the second half of this challenge. We're literally going into week 3, which is great. We've been consistent every single day. Thank you all for being here, for those of you returning. And if you're here for the first time, my name's Enoch. Thank you for watching and thank you for following along. Wow, already. Okay, let's scrap that. Let's try this again. If you're here for the first time, my name's Enoch. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you follow along for the next 14 days of the challenge. So today's video, today's Sunday. I'm gonna quickly give you a breakdown of what we've done today, how the day's gone, and a story that we're gonna go into. On top of that, we've got two things. So I've been challenged by Shay to include a word in today's video. I'm going to try as best as possible to incorporate that into some part of the video at some point. So if you try and figure out what word it is, put it in the comment section. And yeah, the other challenge is I've got the clock at the back there, as you can see, counting down. And normally I don't have that in the video, but I'll explain why. The reason is because my Apple Watch is actually dead. Usually I'll set the timer on my watch and I'll start recording on my watch as well. And then whenever 10 minutes is up, then it obviously like vibrates my phone, the counter like finishes on my phone. But today's video, I wanna try time it as best as possible so that I'm gonna turn around when that gets to 10 or 9:59. So when there's like 1 second left, I'm gonna try as best as possible throughout that. So obviously trying to keep my head in the space, speaking to you guys, but at the same time trying to time it so I can gauge how long 10 minutes is in my head. I'm, I'm hoping I get close, but we'll see. So today's Sunday. As you guys, come on, bro. As you guys know, Sundays usually for church in the morning, but today's Sunday was a bit different. Our church had a church spectacular or a Christmas spectacular for like the community, for the church, and just with the people around Bradford. It was an open invite to all, as most of the services are anyway. And it was really nice today. So we had the 10 o'clock service, the 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and the 6 p.m. We went to the 3 p.m. service, the Christmas spectacular, and it was a good time to obviously like invite people that not normally don't go to church. So I got a chance to invite my next door neighbor who I normally go on the runs with on Saturday. She came with her son and they had a really great time. You know, the show was spectacular. The team did a great job, absolutely phenomenal. Killed every single bit. You know, the kids were entertained, the adults were entertained. The message behind it was obviously like important just surrounding Christmas and the reason why we celebrate Christmas as Christians, and also is entertaining as well. And the day they had the dodgems outside for the kids, they had a donkey ride for the kids, you know, the usual coffee station, the little cafe inside for the adults anyway. So everything was decorated. It was absolutely amazing, honestly. If you have a chance, the church is called Life Church Bradford. Go check out the Insta page and see how the spectacular went. It was a really good show. Really enjoyed it. Mom came as well. She enjoyed it, and you know, got to see some old faces that I hadn't seen in a while as well. So that was in the afternoon. Came back just in time for the United game. And listen, God was clearly answering our prayers because we didn't get smacked the way we got smacked last time at Anfield. The draw, I mean, the game ended in a draw, which the way we're performing right now and the kind of form that we're in, the way the season's going, the team that we had available for selection, I'm not going to lie, a draw will have to do. We'll take a point away. It is what it is. Obviously, we'd like to go home and take away the 3 points, but it is what it is. Anfield's very hard to go to. It's always one of the biggest games in the season. And to get smacked 7-0 last season hurt, man. It genuinely hurt. Honestly, my phone's going to be on Do Not Disturb if we got smacked today because I know there's people. The way my phone was heating up last time round, I'm telling you, all my days. Listen, I've never seen my phone smoke up like this. People were on my case. Yo, Never again. But yeah, didn't ruin our weekend. Got through. We'll take the 0-0 draw, reset, go again this week. So I'm actually surprised the lads played. They played all right defensively, structured. They're strong. Liverpool were slacking a little bit, but that's down to them. That's football for you. But we move this week. Obviously, I was edge closer to Christmas, guys. I can't lie. Yo, I need to start doing Christmas shopping. It's Sunday, literally 8 days before Christmas. I haven't done any Christmas shopping at all. I kind of had an idea what people want. I know what my mum wants. My little sister Elizabeth, Esther. I need to figure out like what they kind of want. I'm probably just gonna ask them. Usually, I'm always last minute with Christmas anyway, so I'll do my shopping this weekend. I'll get something. It'll work itself out. Don't stress. Just chill. Things will work out. But yeah, that's this weekend. Creeping up to Christmas, and yeah, it's just a time of giving, time for family, time for celebrating, and overall, obviously, just a time to celebrate, like the birth of Jesus. So, transitioning onto the next topic. So, I was actually thinking today, like, what else can I speak about on today's video? And luckily, Shaq called me before we were just like speaking, and he gave me a topic to speak about. So we're gonna transition into that. I know this bit could have been smoother transition into the story, but anyway, it is what it is. So he wanted me to speak about my American football career. And some of you who know me might ask, what career? Listen, there was none, okay? There was none. The small little glimpse I had of a American football career was through uni. Foundation year. So when I went to uni, I did foundation year, first year, second year, third year, and then obviously graduated. So foundation year, when I went in, I thought, you know what, this is a good time for me to obviously like experience new things and try out different sports and things like that. And American football for me has always been a sport that I've always wanted to try, I've always wanted to delve into, and because I was pretty athletic, I'm still athletic now. Get me? Just still the boy still looks after himself. But yeah, I was definitely very athletic, so I wanted to try out different like sports. American football was at the top of that because I've been playing football all my life. So I know for all you Americans, if you ever watch this, it's football. It's not soccer. It's American football and football. You use your feet to play with the ball. Okay, think about it. Cool. Anyway, I'm glad we addressed that. So wanted to try American football, and boy, this game, watching it versus playing it, it's two different things. Let me tell you right now, watching versus playing, two completely different things. I was good, but I wasn't as good as I thought I was going to be good. I remember the first training session that we had, boy, I got humbled. So obviously you've got your gear, you got your helmet, but what you also have that you don't see is mouth guards. So most of the players obviously wearing mouth guards just to protect the mouth with high impact as a high impact sport. And I remember on the first training sessions, my first ever training session, by the way. So I got drafted into being a running back, and I was wanting to be like a wide receiver, but they said, okay, let's try you at running back because I feel like you've got the athletic build to be a running back. So I'm like, cool. So started going through the drills, and on my first drill, playing this sport, right? So we went into the drill, and as a running back, basically one of the drills that you have to do is you basically carry the ball either through or around. So you get past the ball by the quarterback, you either run through or around, like obviously the huddle of players. Cool. So now we'll play this. We're going into one of the plays. Quarterbacks gave me the ball. I've got the ball now, and I've shifted to the right, saw the space, ran through, thinking, we've passed people. Listen, when I tell you the biggest guy on the team just came, bat, bro, knocked me flat to the ground, bust my lip. First training session, bust my lip. In all fairness, obviously I didn't have the mouth guard, but still, what an experience. The first ever training session in this new sport that I wanted to try. After that, I was like, yo, listen, I'm not trying to run through a crowd like that again. Let me take my ass over to, damn, close. Okay, I heard it, so I was like, I knew there's like some kind of countdown, so I was close. Anyway, we'll wrap it up. That was the first time, and the second injury that I got through American football, I remember, was so this is the thing about the way they used to train. It was completely different than the way we used to play football and train with football. Football training, you'd warm up and then you go into training, yeah? So you'd warm up, start doing drills. For some reason, I don't know why, I never questioned it, even though it was mad thinking about it now in hindsight, was the way they did the training. They do a drill and then a warm up and then another drill. Right, it's mad. And then a game at the end. Mad. Bearing in mind, this time when I started it, it was around September. Played it for a couple of months, and I got injured around December when it's freezing cold, and you'll see why. Freezing cold, like -2, -3 degrees temperature. Gone to training as usual, a couple of months after I bust my lip. Gone into training and did the usual, did the drill first, and then did a warm up, and then did another drill. But what happened, right? Before I did the warm up and the first drill, so I got into kicking like as a punter, right? And this is where you basically just kick the ball like on the field goal, right? So I've gone to kick the ball, and I felt something as I've kicked the ball, made contact with the football. I felt my thigh just go, pow, like something pop, and I just knew straight away something happened in my thigh. Pulled up, and I couldn't walk. I literally couldn't walk up until this day. There's like a little gap, little dip in my thigh where I popped like the muscle, and that's all because I didn't warm up. So, summary, but you can see how training, yeah, warm up training versus training warm up. You can see how those two sports, how that can be such a juxtaposition. It just makes no sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in summary, make sure you warm up, especially when it's cold. And two, always try something new because you never know where it's going to lead to. I don't know how that leads into the story, but there you go. I just thought that off the top of my head. But yeah, that's today's episode. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you on the next page.